Here I have 3 of the LEGO City Campervans that have released over the years. Here's one from 2009, 2021, and the new one for 2025. They did release one in 2014, but I didn't pick that one up. I wasn't really following LEGO at the time, and now looking at the pictures of it, the 2021 version is pretty similar to that one. So unlike these 3, where there's clearly some evolution and progress made, the 2014 and 2021 versions are pretty similar looking. Now, I don't have the minifigures or the little mini builds and accessories with it, because today we're just going to take a quick look and comparison at the main vehicle, the campervan itself, because as you can see, they are quite different. Starting off here on the left, we have our 2009 set simply called Camper. This was released on the 1st of June 2009. It was available until the 31st of December 2011. It's set number 7639, as you can see by the license plate there. And it has 165 pieces, although of course that does include minifigures and the other little mini builds. For example, you got the 2 minifigures and a surfboard and little things like that. And this had a retail price of £14.99, £15 here in the UK, and that's roughly £24 adjusted for inflation. As you can see by looking at some of my parts here, the colour is slightly fading. It's starting to turn a bit yellow, but that happens with old LEGO white bricks. Even if you keep it out of sunlight, they will discolour eventually. Curse you, LEGO! Pretty standard design for 2009, this era of LEGO City. It was available until the end of 2011, like I said, so it was around for a couple of years, and it fits in just fine. The design is just kind of old-fashioned and blocky, and many LEGO City vehicles of this era looked like this, so it fits in, but nowadays it doesn't really hold up all that well. Though clearly looking at it, you know it's a campervan. And this could still work in a LEGO City, because in real life people have vehicles from all sorts of years, so not everyone has the most up-to-date vehicle. As you can see, it's got a couple of hinge bricks here, and to get inside we just take off this little light. You can hear that LEGO creaking. It's been stuck on for so long. And around the back you've got a little ladder to climb up to the roof to get to your surfboard, and it opens just like this. Inside we've got a small TV with a little sticker there, a place to hold on to your mug, some storage up here. Maybe you could use it as a bed, but there's no pillows or anything. And down below we just have a chair. Obviously there would have been another chair in there as well, space to sit and have some lunch. Not a lot going on there. Does this come off like that? I can't remember. Kind of. It doesn't feel the cleanest, but you can pop a minifigure down in there so they can drive away. But yeah, very basic design. I guess your minifigures can crawl through the back there. No opening doors or anything. It's a little bit small, a little bit cramped, and well, maybe some of the parts coming off like this roof isn't the best, but this old LEGO is so creaky. So there we have our 2009 LEGO Campervan. Do you have this one? Was it from your childhood? Tell me in the comments. Next up, as I said, they did release one in 2014 called Campervan, which was set number 657, and that retailed for £17.99, £18 basically. Although adjusted for inflation, that's roughly £25 in today's money, which is the same price as our current Campervan. The 2014 version had 195 pieces with 2 minifigures and was available from the 1st of January 2014 to the 31st of December 2015. And yeah, looking at it, it's definitely a clear improvement over the 2009 version, a nice modern design, and could potentially, I mean, that could still hold up to today's standards, I think, because again, a lot of LEGO City trucks from that era looked the same, and the 2021 version didn't make that many differences. So clearly that design worked pretty well, but that isn't one I picked up, and I don't see the point in going back to get it now, especially when I have 3 already. But moving on to the 2021 Campervan, this one was officially called Holiday Campervan, so number 60283, again retailing for £18 officially, which is roughly £22 adjusted for inflation in today's money, although this one was often discounted to £14 in places like Amazon and Argos and things like that. And I think because this design could still hold up today, and it clearly sold so well, it only retired at the end of last year. Many shops will probably still have this, especially on Amazon and eBay and things, so clearly this one was very popular, it sold well, and that's why I guess LEGO didn't rush out to make a new one, or at least when they did, they made one that is very different, because this was around for, well, 4 years? That's quite a long time for a LEGO set to stay on shelves, so clearly this one did something right. And looking at it, it's much more visually appealing. I like the colour scheme, that modern design. Of course, this also did have the minifigures, like I said, 2 minifigures and a little baby minifigure, and some other little accessories as well. And this one's much easier to get inside to the roof. As you can see, so many more tiles compared to that 2009 version, so the roof can just come off nice and easily like that. And then unlike the last one, there is actually some bed space up here and a little storage area, so you can just take off this roof, and there you go, your minifigures can sleep up there. And then once you've got the roof removed, this one also hinges open, and here's some more of the interior details: coffee maker, water bottle, table and chairs, again similar to the last one. And then we've got a little gas bottle fire stove to cook some food outside at your campsite there. And that's pretty much it. No TV for this one? Huh, that's disappointing. I guess once you're in the great outdoors, who needs television? This one does have the little classic opening doors and space for one minifigure up front with their little coffee mug as well. Yeah, this one definitely a big improvement over the last one. And last but certainly no means least, we have the new one, the Beast. And just picking it up, it's noticeably heavier than the last two that we have. 2025, released on the 1st of January, still available, and I reckon it'll be available for a few more years yet. This is once again called Holiday Campervan, set number 60454. No license plate though. How about that? Looks like if you're in a high-speed chase, the police might have a hard time tracking you down. This retails for £25, although I have seen it discounted to £20, which is how much I paid for it, so nice to get a discount. And interestingly, this one has the biggest piece count yet, double the other two. This one has 385 pieces, and when building it, if you see my review, I'll tell you that everything's so packed in, and it feels really advanced, almost Speed Champion style. And as you can see, it's 8 wide at the back here, 6 at the front, so it's bigger than the other two. But it did also only have 2 minifigures and a baby minifigure. But, you know, that's kind of all you need, right? And to get inside, we can just take off the roof. Nice and easy like that. Also got a little door here. And, of course, just like the others, it does have a hinging wall. And inside, we have lots of details. There we go. There's a TV watching a nature program. Got a bunk bed, a little cot for the baby. Bathroom with sliding door. The others didn't have that. A little kitchenette area there. And space for 2 minifigures up front. So definitely a big upgrade. And look at the prices compared to inflation. This one is the best value, the most pieces and a reasonable price. What is not to love? As I said in my review of this set, I was very happy with it. Yeah, definitely a nice modern design. In real life, this would be an expensive campervan to buy. That one is still pretty common on the streets I've seen, and maybe you might see a few old school campers using something a bit more dated like this one, but this is the modern camper's dream, isn't it? Just look at it. Of course, LEGO City have also released Caravans separate to these campervan sets, with one in 2012, another in 2016, and another in 2018. And looking at all three of them, they are quite different. You've got a small car, a bigger SUV, and then a pickup truck with the largest caravan of them all. But honestly, I think the best one is the 2012 one, and I did have that many years ago. Although I no longer have it built, I could probably find the parts and rebuild it, but that one is so good. Still holds up to this day, I think. Which one of these 3 is your favourites? So there we go, there's our quick comparison and quick look at all 3 of these LEGO City Campervans from over the years. Which one of these is your favourite? For me, like I said, this design still holds up to today, but the new one, it's just, wow, there's so much going on here. It's so much better, clearly the most advanced, but of course, a little soft spot, a little bit of nostalgia for our classic one from 2009. Oh, so many good things about them all, and they're just nice additions to your LEGO City. Which one of these is your favourite? Tell me in the comments. I'll see you next time for the LEGO video. Bye for now. Yeah, I think I'm going to drive this one away myself. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel or on one of my other channels as well. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with your friends.